Thanks for joining me, everyone. This flow class, it's a short flow where we're going to repeat. There's going to be a sun A, a sun B, and a sun C, but we're going to repeat from a stationary position. You'll see what I mean. So let's go ahead and get started. Just in a child's pose, keeping your knees about the width of your hips as you sit your hips back, arms back, head to the mat. Take a moment just to ground, connect to the breath. In and out through the nose. The breath will be an important part of this flow, of course, as always, but very much so because we're trying to lengthen and slow down the breath. We'll slowly rise up, coming into a tabletop on the hands and knees. Very simple and sweet. Inhale, looking up into a cow. Exhale, round. We'll do 3 of those, nice and slow. Inhale, exhale. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, cat. And we'll exaggerate that. Sit the hips all the way back, so a rounded child's pose. And then inhale, come forward. It's kind of like a modified cobra. I bring the heart through, elbows bend a little bit, and then exhale, sitting back into the hips. A few times to repeat. Inhale, coming forward. Collarbones spreading, lifting through the center of the chest. Exhale, sitting back. And one more full round. Inhale. And exhale. Coming forward, inhale breath. Good. Pausing here in cobra, shoulders back, gazing right to left. And then curling the toes underneath. We're going to lead with the hips, bend in the knees, pushing it through a bear dog pose to start. We can then walk and pedal the dog a little bit, bending the knees one at a time. We'll return to 2 bent knees, tailbone lifting, and then inhale, pushing straight like a wave into a plank. Exhale, taking it all the way down. Shoulders stay back as my belly and chest come to the mat. Inhale, cobra. And now we repeat. Exhale with a bend in the knees, leading with the hips. Inhale, legs straighten, forward to plank. Exhale, down, shoulders back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, bear dog pose. One more of those. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bear dog. Exhale. Straight into the legs for downward facing dog. Feel your shoulder blades spread, your palms press. First one, walk, jump, or step to the top. Little space between your feet and a soft bend in your knees. Now inhale, we're straightening the legs, half lift, hands on shins. Exhale, soft bend in the knees as you fold it in. Repeat again. Inhale, half lift, leg straighten, crown of the head forward. Exhale, bend into your knees, belly to your thighs. We'll do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. This time, as my chest lifts, my legs straighten, and I reverse my swan dive and rise all the way up. Moving into a side stretch, right to left. Exhale, let the right hand come down, find your edge, and then follow the breath. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, nice and slow. Exhale. One more time, each side. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Inhale, breath. Maybe a gentle little back bend. Always remember, when the arms are up, the ribs are down and in. Hip points lift, and I can lean back a little bit. Exhale, folding forward. Excellent. Inhale, finding your half lift, maybe flying the arms back. And then exhale, full chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhales down. Right leg, give it a lift. We're going to maintain neutral pelvis and squared hips. Exhale, stepping to your right thumb, runner's lunge. Now, this first runner's lunge, we're just going to shift forward and back, straighten and bend, straighten and bend. Now, I'm going to hold a straight front leg, bowing the head. I call it straight runner's lunge. Now, you might have done this with me before. I call it modified crescent lunge. Both knees are going to bend about 90 degrees. Now, when we rise, we have a neutral pelvis, and we're aligned. This is going to help us stabilize, so the right knee pushes out, tailbone down, bottom ribs in. On an exhale, back leg straighten, arms sweep behind. I call it arrow lunge. Make sure your triceps are nice and tight. Now, both legs go straight as I rise. Really focus on squeezing the inner thighs, quadricep and glute nice and tight. And then exhale, frame the front leg, keep it straight. Starting point once again. So now we repeat. Bend both knees, inhale. Straighten back leg, exhale. Straighten front leg, inhale. Fold over front leg, exhale. Again, both knees bend, inhale. Straighten back leg, exhale, arrow lunge. Straighten front leg, inhale, come up. Exhale, frame the leg. So now we'll do it one more time. Bend, inhale, breath. Exhale, straighten back leg. Inhale, front leg all the way straight. Exhale, fold over the front leg. Inhale, left foot steps, lift your chest. Exhale, bow your head. Feet about 1 to 2 fist distance apart. Bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale, hands sweep behind. Straighten the legs, inhale, rise. Exhale, bend the knees, hands sweep. Sit really deep, push your hips back. 2 more times like that. Inhale. Exhale. Rise up, inhale. Sweep the hands, exhale. Now I can place my hands down and go knees to the back of the arms, big toes connect. Chaturanga, exhale, breath. Inhale, up. And exhale is downward facing dog. All right, moving to the left side. Left leg lifts, neutral pelvis, squared hips. Exhale, step to the runner's lunge. Forward and back, straighten and bend. And you'll see that's kind of the same theme with the flow that we're doing. So we'll hold the bend for a moment and then straighten the leg. So big hamstring stretch, straight leg runners. This starts our flow. First time we'll go kind of slow, and then we'll do 3 more. Bending both knees 90 degrees. Modified crescent rise. Front ribs in, tailbone down, front knee, back knee, gently pressing out. Exhale, arrow lunge, only the back leg straight, hugging the left hip back, triceps and lats. Straight front leg rise, big focus inner thighs. And then exhale, frame front foot, front leg, keep it straight. Now we flow. Bend the knees, inhale. Straighten the back leg, exhale. Inhale, front leg. Exhale, fold over 2 straight legs. Again, knees bend, inhale, modified. Exhale, arrow lunge, hands sweep behind. Straighten, inhale, up. Exhale, hands down. Again, inhale. Exhale, breath, straighten the back leg. Straighten front leg, inhale, straight leg, high crescent. Exhale, frame the front leg. Now we're stepping up once again. Inhale, fold forward, exhale. Knees bend, inhale, chair. Exhale, hands sweep. Straightening the legs, inhale, rise. Exhale, bend, hands sweep behind. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips back. One more time, inhale. Exhale. I place the hands on the mat. My knees go to the back of my arms. My big toes kiss. Gaze is forward, gripping with the fingertips. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog. All right, so moving on to our next repeat flow. Same thing, we're keeping the legs, the feet essentially stationary, no chaturanga happening in between. Right leg lifts, this time we'll put a bend to the knee, stacking open the hip. Exhale, stepping between the hands, back foot spinning flat. Always remember that back foot is angled forward slightly. So what I like to do is drive the heel back, then spin it flat. Now we're going into reverse warrior. Inhale, breath. Exhale, I will straighten the leg and go triangle pose. Making sure you're rotating externally through that front leg, internally through the back, lifting up the kneecaps, and then we'll repeat. Bend the knee, inhale. Same type of thing. Bend and then extend. Exhale. Follow the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to keep the legs straight. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, side angle. Bending the knee, taking the arm over top to reach. Same thing. Straighten and bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time as we rise, we're going to pivot, turn to the side. Inhale, toes facing the long edge of the mat. Exhale, heels in, goddess pose. Hips are back, but tailbone is down. The knees are pushing out. We're going to repeat. I'm actually going to pivot my feet, heels out. Inhale, heels in, exhale. Inhale, coming up, heels out. Exhale, heels in, coming down. One more round, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, facing the front for warrior two. Mixing it up just like we did. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, just one chaturanga through the flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhales down. This puts the muscles under tension a little bit longer, a little time under tension with our legs. So left leg lifts, we bend the knee, stack the hip. On an exhale, we step right through. Back foot, I press my heel back, then I spin it flat, and I reverse the warrior all the way back. The next thing is to straighten the knee, triangle pose. Front leg rotates externally, back thigh in a little bit. And we repeat, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. We do the opposite. Exhale, extended side angle, pressing through back foot edge, and then inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Now we rise, inhale, turning to the side. Remember, with my goddess, the heels go in when I go down. My hips go back, my tailbone tucks, so I'm not twerking the butt. All right, heels go out, inhale. Heels come in, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, last time, coming down. Inhale, and then we return to our warrior two. Exhale, straighten the leg, inhale, and then the other chaturanga, finishing up the left side. Inhale, up. Exhale is down. Now, we'll get into a little back bend flow where we're just going to repeat. I'll pivot to face you, sitting back on my heels. Couple things we can do. We can either do this with side stretch or twist. I'm feeling more of a side stretch. So on an inhale breath, my left arm reaches back, my right arm comes up, and then I sit. Left arm comes across, right arm goes back, a couple times like that. Inhale, think about coming across the body a little bit, side stretch. Exhale, sit. Inhale. Exhale, one more time on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, sitting back. And this last one, I'll finish reaching for my feet. I'm a little tight, so I curl my toes underneath. Hips forward, heart lift. I always think about moving the thighs forward, the pelvis forward as the chest rises up for 3, 2, and 1. Sitting back. Bring the legs around to the front of the mat. I'll extend my right leg to the front, and I'll do a repeat flow here. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale toward the toes. Inhale, opening up, lifting the hips. Right arm reaching back. Exhale, coming down, left hand, right toes. Inhale, circling up. Exhale, sitting down. One more round. Inhale. Exhale, and I'll just hold this last one for a few breaths. Excellent. And then we switch. Left leg extends. Inhale, right arm up. Start the flow. Exhale, fold. Big inhale. Reach around and lift off the ground. Exhale, sit down toward the toes. Big inhale, come around. Exhale, sit and stretch. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, and we hold for 3 deep breaths. Excellent. So 15 minutes, you get it. Quick little class. Repeat, repeat. That's going to build the strength, the time under tension, and the beauty when we do the strengthening, we also do the lengthening. So you get your stretch and your strength. I invite you to take a little Shavasana if you